thought I'd show you this little drum kit, guys. Once I find my lighter, I'll have to use this gas gun. I'm going to be doing a review on this gas gun. It's an absolute cracker. Check this out. Hang on. Need to answer this. Really. It just fills up with lighter fluid. Yeah. It's the Flying Dutchman. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna be reviewing this blowtorch because it's an absolute cracker. Yeah, this blowtorch is an absolute brilliant little device, I've got to say. Ooh. Hang on, I pressed the wrong button. Madness, they call it madness. They do indeed. Which was the B-side of The Prince. First ever record Madness released on 2-tone. Yeah, the paint, correct. You can get ones that you put big gas bottles on, but to be honest with you, I've just gone for the, because I can pick this up for like 99p a can, which is just dirt cheap really. So I just use that. It's like a lighter, like a refillable lighter. Yeah, it works very, very well. A very good fuel consumption. Lasts a very long time when you fill it up. Obviously you've got that sort of, you can go up and down with it, or you can go flat out. Go for the full burner. Be a good weapon for females to have in their handbags in the future. When you're walking home on them dark nights, just fire it up. Any nasties jump out. Give them the flames. That's what I'd do. How's the renovation going? Have I finished? No. I've been to town today, so I haven't done anything. Didn't do anything yesterday. Bob Marley. I'm still doing bits, so I'm going to do a bit more tonight. I've had plenty of sleep the last few days. So I'm going to do a bit more tonight. Finish that wallpapering off. And just going over little bits. Like there's little bits of wallpaper that I've stuck up that will just little bits come undone. So just tidying up the little bits and bobs. I think. And of course, guys, we got my new drum kit. It cost me nothing. This miniature drum kit. If I can turn the camera around. Where's the other one? Bigger one. Am I a drummer? No, but I can play the drums. I can play a couple of instruments. My mum, she was actually a trained pianist. As for me, I can't play the piano. Well, I can play a few things on a piano, but I couldn't sit there and play it fluently. But I can drum. I can drum along to the specials, definitely. Very fast drums, very aggressive, great drummer in the specials. Well, I got this for nothing. This girl threw it outside. I said, "What are you doing with that then?" Basically, I've got to have a look at this one. No, is it this one? No, that one's good. That's good to go. This one's, I've got to take the bits. There's some bits in that. That's all good. Also got one of these things. Punk. My brother was a bit of a punk. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Got that. Don't know where that goes. Some kind of, maybe it goes under one of those. I haven't set it up at all. I don't know. The Clash, London Calling. Who'd it be? Originally toured with. Oh yeah. So I haven't got a clue where that goes or what that does. What else is there? There's another bit as well. No, that's it, I think. I haven't got a clue how you set these up. I wouldn't have a clue. Oh, there's another bit. There's another bit there. It's going to be a bit like Meccano, I think, guys, this time. Anybody remember Meccano? 3 chords, yeah. One of my brothers, obviously I've got 2 older brothers, so, and 2 older sisters, but in that bedroom there was me and my 2 brothers, and they're older than me. And my oldest brother's 10 years older than me, and he was into punk music, like punky stuff. But I didn't really like that. I was only a little kid. But my other brother, he was into Tubeway Army, Gary Newman, OMD, like them kind of bands. David Bowie in the 70s. And I kind of didn't mind that, especially the Gary Newman. Obviously, I'm a bit of a Gary Newman. The Ramones. Obviously, I'm a bit of a Gary Newman Tubeway Army fan. Because Gary Newman, he led the way. When he first appeared on Top of the Pops, Gary Newman, before that, people had never seen like keyboards and that. Do you know what I mean? People had proper bands, and there was just Gary Newman pressing buttons. And I just thought that was amazing. And it was amazing. Crazy. Iggy Pop. And David Bowie, I think it's amazing how, a bit like Madonna, I think it's amazing how them kind of artists go through all the decades and change their music and just, you know what I mean, proper, they survive. The Sex Pistols, no, not really into them. God Save the Queen, probably like that one, but that's about it, man. Not really into them. Peel was a bit better after the Sex Pistols. I think it was called, which was just Johnny Rotten, I think. Toy Dolls, I remember, what tune did they do? I can't think, man. Who else was I into? Adam and the Ants, man. I thought he was pretty good. Yeah. Nelly the Elephant. Yeah, man. Sound of the 70s. Crazy. Might have to go and make a cup of tea in a minute. Got some milk at the shop. Try and work out how that drum kit goes together. I ain't got a clue. Don't know what the fuck that is. That must be some kind of stand. I've definitely got to take this one to bits. Don't know what's going on inside. There's something in there. No, not that one. This little one. I think they've dropped something through that hole. So what I've got to do is undo these small screws you get on here. But they're just minute little nuts. Minute little nut. I need a small spanner. Check these out. That's what I've got to get on, that little nut. And then these plates come off. I think also with drums, you can alter the pitch of it by having it tight or not tight. Yeah, punk music. Yeah, man. Girlfriend's dad is a vicar. You better watch out then. ABBA. Or Queen. ABBA, they were on loads when I was a kid in the 70s, man. Bay City Rollers as well. Was it you that mentioned the Bay City Rollers the other night? They were quite huge. Obviously, my sisters was into that. But I guess the first music I ever got into, really, would have been, well, the first record I bought was Madness. It was a Madness single. But yeah, I suppose I was properly into would have been two-tone ska music, like 79, when I was about 9. And then I quite liked dub reggae music. That was huge when I was a kid, dub reggae music. I can remember my little portable radio, sitting in bed, listening to the late night reggae show. The Ranking Miss P on Radio 1 on a Sunday it was. Elvis, 50s, 60s. Yeah, mate, that's what my mum was in. Obviously not in America, but in Britain. That's when my mum performed in the 50s. Rock and roll shows. Go and look up the Oh Boy show and the 6-5 Special show. They're the first ever music programmes ever on TV. My mum was on them. And also Come Dancing. I don't really get Come Dancing now still. The original Come Dancing, my mum was on that as well. They were the house singers and dancers. My mum performed with Cliff Richard, Nat King Cole, Marty Wilde, loads of people. Billy Fury, quite a few artists from the States. She was a session singer, basically. I've got to plug this charger back in, as we're going to be flat out before we've even started. Some of my Lucasade, man. Lucasade Energy. Certainly need some energy. There's some good parties in Belgium and Germany. A lot of techno. I don't mind a bit of techno. Proper Model 500 and stuff like that. Proper techno. Like inner city. Detroit techno. I'm very much quite into that. See, it's not just two-tone guys that I've been into. Been into old school rave music, acid house music, Not really into trance. Really like jungle music and breakbeat. Didn't like the jungle. Didn't like the drum and bass when it turned to it went from jungle to drum and bass, and I don't like drum and bass. Ah, Radio Luxembourg. I remember that. Radio Caroline. We had here. What's that noise? Why is my phone just made a noise, guys? Because I've got an email. Yeah, I had a great time in the 80s. Great time. Consumed a lot of, quite a bit of LSD with my mates. Tripping at the weekend. Couldn't beat it. It certainly was better than getting beard up anyway, I think. But then over here, I was obviously part of the movement that started the raves way back in the warehouse party days. And I've been right through it all. And it all went wrong there when obviously they tried to legalise them and moved them inside, and it all just went shit then because they were legal. The best ones were illegal, and the police couldn't do nothing, man. But those that like Screw, yeah, man, that sounds a good name. There's a tune called that, isn't there? Don't know who sings it. Yeah, that's where it all went bad. Where it went from illegal to legal. Should have kept it illegal. You still get illegal raves that go on around here. Up in London, under the bridges. I've been to loads of them. I might go to a couple in the summer. Take the old camera out, show you what it's about. Show you London after dark. I know some great parties in London. Illegal ones. Which are much like the old parties. Which is what me and a few of my pals used to do. We used to get my mates' decks, put them in the van, get a bit of diesel for the generator, get a few of us, about 10 or 15 of us, close pals, and we used to just take off to the beach and just set it up. Well, we set up in some mad places. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that. 88 to 94. It really started getting like funky and getting different in about 87 over here. But yeah, 88 onwards was a killer. Brilliant years. Like to go back and do them again. Yeah, mate, I've lost a lot of mates who went on. Obviously, I just was on the ecstasy, the speed, MDMA. I never really went for the heroin or the crack. Didn't, you know what I mean? It didn't appeal to me. I was a party animal. But some of my mates went that way. And obviously, with having ADHD, my brain was searching for excitement, not laying on the sofa, jacked out of your brain, man, with a syringe out your arm. That didn't appeal to me. And a lot of my pals was dropped dead of heart attack as well. But to be honest, I think where I've kept quite sporty, and again due to the ADHD, where I've got hyperactivity, I've always been out and about and whatnot. Yeah, mate. Especially those that just had no willpower, just couldn't fight it. Even if you get off it, it's still going to have done you a lot of damage, I would presume. And also alcohol. I've got to say, alcohol Really. I think has affected more people in my family than drugs. I was the first one of, well, yeah, I was the first one of my dad's kids. I'm the fifth born. I was the first one to get on the drugs and go out and do all that sort of stuff. I used to tell my dad I'm going out to this party, as long as he knew where I was. Yeah, mate. Yeah. That's when, like, to start with, all the ecstasy was really good ease. Then it all went shit. Like you say, they start mixing it with shit. Quality. Yeah, I agree alcohol is a gateway drug and not the herbs. I've never really been. Oh, well, yeah, I used to be a drinker with my mates, do you know what I mean? In the pub at the weekends, but I couldn't get addicted to it. I don't like it that much to get addicted to it. I don't like the way. I, I chose the path. I chose the smoke, the herbs, because it made me feel good, man. The music sounded better. Whereas get drunk, what'd you do? Just fall asleep, didn't you? Yeah, very true. You're very. It's very. I've always said you had to be very headstrong to come through all that. And yeah, I agree with what you're saying there. Uh, yeah, no. Well, if you want to do that with your life, but crazy. But I suppose everybody's willpower and strengths are different. Depends how you what you've been through in life, I suppose. Obviously, I was quite toughened up because when my mother died when I was just 10, that kind of made me grow up a bit quicker. So I was quite rough and ready anyway. But yeah, I suppose it's your social aspect as well, where you come from, how you've grown up. Yeah, man. They'll get. I know some heroin freaks, man. Once they get on it, they rob their grandmas, man. They rob their grandmas. They rob everybody, but they can't help it. Um, Saying that, you can get off them. Before I got diagnosed, I was on lorazepam from the doctor. I got addicted to those. Um, they were horrendous. But I went cold turkey off of them. Yeah. I think some of the well, the worst drugs I've done have come from have come from a doctor than lorazepam. I was addicted like on them for sure. But then again, I went into the doctor. I said I'm coming off them because I've got the ADHD appointment. I said the ADHD doctor's not going to put me on ADHD pills if I'm addicted to them. He said, "Oh, we'll wean you off those then, Phil." I said, "No." I said, "Just don't give me any more. Do you understand?" And he went, "Yeah." And I went away and I didn't ask for any more. But to tell you what, I, I started heroin withdrawal. Very nasty, but I was quite fit, so I came through it. It was 2 years ago. And obviously I've been on these meds 2 years. In fact, my lorazepam addiction and withdrawal videos are on here, on my YouTube. Um, yeah, some of them and also some of the doctors in England, they get a little bonus if they prescribe the drugs. So you've got to watch the GP. He might be acting on your interest, but he's acting on his own interest as well. If you get me, tramadol. Oh, mate, yeah, I speed a bit off of them. Yeah, my mate's on them, and every now and again, when I get a bad headache, I'll go around and get a couple off my mate Kev. Yeah, they're very addictive. Like, yeah, they blow your brains off. Especially have a smoke as well. But yeah, yeah, them tramadol blow your brain off. They got all these crazy new ones out now. They're like 10 times as powerful. I forget what they're called. One of my mates was addicted to them, but I don't know. Probably my ADHD as well. Yeah, I used to speed a bit off tramadol. Take a few of those, start speeding. Well, not speeding as such, but more alert. Like I'm on amphetamine now, but I'm not speeding. But you would, anyone else would be. Well, I probably am speeding in my world, do you know what I mean? But I'm not, if you get me. Yeah, jail, man. Yeah, mate. Yeah, some of them artists could have done better. Bad news, man, drugs. All you young people watching, they get off the drugs. Don't do them, it's even better. Hang on, I'm just going to turn this. Yeah, well, thing, how much fuel we got in there? A little bit. Enough till tomorrow. I've got another one anyway with a little bit more fuel in. That heats the air instantly near on. That's what you're looking for, a little blue flame. And you get no smoke. And if you're out cooking on it, little blue flame doesn't send your pans black. But if you're out camping or you want to cook quickly, just whack it up. But you'll have to wash your pans off. Running out, turn that down then. I'll have to go and get some more tomorrow. I'm also going to start looking at my big paraffin heater I'm going to buy. You can buy big sort of proper indoor ones. That's what I'm going to buy. That's going to save me loads of money. And I'm also going to start buying my paraffin in massive bulk containers shipped to my house. Because I've decided that these little ones, I'm just going too quickly through them. And they're charging 13, 14 quid for one of those, just one. But you can buy two of them for 20 quid. And the more you buy, it's a bit like, well, no, it's not like petrol. Petrol's a bit of a robbery. In the paraffin world, or kerosene, as our American followers call it, we call it paraffin. Same thing. Oil, lamp oil, it's called a lot of things. If I buy a massive container of it, 40 litres or something, it lasts me. Do you know what I mean? I can put it outside. And the good thing about paraffin, unlike petrol and every other sort of liquid flammable, is paraffin never goes off. Google owners. Yeah, I don't like that Zuckerberg over on, what's he on Facebook? I used to be on Facebook all the time. I was a right Facebook addict, but I'm not now. I'm on here constantly. You know what I mean? Concentrating on my channel now, really. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get that. I understand what's racist and what's not. But a lot of people don't. That's the problem. But I understand it all. Where's my tobacco? went in this little Asian shop today. Went to buy me tobacco, and I think he was selling it under the counter. But I got 50 grams for 19 quid, which is a right bargain. Golden Virginia. The English black market in cigarettes. And it's the foreigners that are doing it, but it's all good. Comments where? I think I've answered them all, haven't I? Yeah, I don't know what one you're going on about. Anyway, I'm just going to check. Hello, Lynn, how you doing? How's Essex tonight? Oh, sorry, I was just going to say I'm going to dive off, charge my phone, but it's actually up to 95%. And I've been streaming. I'll see a cup of tea in a minute, I think. How's Essex this evening then? Cold and grey, I bet. You miss smoking the herbs? And your beer? Oh yeah, man. If I had a heart specialist telling me, give it up, I would as well, mate. You've made the correct decision. I've smoked all my life, really, apart from fags, but to be honest, it's the ADHD again, the hyperactivity, where I've always kept fit. Whenever I have medicals at the doctor's, I have to blow in one of these things that test your lungs. I blow it off the scale. If you don't keep fit, some of my mates coughing, spluttering. But I'm here anyway. Lots of other people watch us. Any other people watching want to come in and talk, feel free to do that, because I see that a lot of people do watch. Obviously, you get the people that don't talk. But everyone's chatting anyway, Lynn. I'm chatting to whoever's posting, basically. I feel quite tired tonight. All that walking about in Tunbridge Wells. Sold about 10 LPs today, though. And the geezer was on about. I said to him, hopefully, after I sell loads of records, I'll just end up with my two-tone collection. I said, I'm thinking about selling that as a whole, or I'm not sure. He said, if you sell that, he'll have it off me. But does he want to pay what? Well, I haven't worked it out, but it's got. I said £1,000 earlier. I think it's got to be well over a grand. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to take real shit money for them. Hello, Stuart. How you doing? I'll have to sit down. Obviously, I'll let him make a little bit of profit. He owns a record shop. So obviously he's got to have a little margin there, which I do. Do you know what I mean? I've done him some good deals. But he's always there with the cash. Every time I've gone in there with a bag of records, he's there with the cash. In fact, he's putting a party on in the pub in Tunbridge Wells next month. I said I'm going to go along to it, so I'll go live from there. In fact, next time I'm in his record shop, I'll go live and show you. But he didn't want my... I was going to sell him my David Bowie picture discs, but he didn't want them. He doesn't want 7 inches. But what he said, you still buy special 7 inches? I said, there's some that I want. So he's going to start putting all these specials away for me on all these 2-tone. And then what I can do, instead of taking cash away, I can have some of his records. Bit of store credit, do you know what I mean? I'm all good, cheers. I'm all good. It's a bit knackered, but it's all good. I ended up going to Tunbridge Wells. It's just the bus journeys drain me out. Especially, well, I miss the school kids, but I still like loads on there. It's a proper nightmare out there. That's why I tend to go to Maidstone a lot, because they're about the same distances. Well, no, Maidstone's nearer, I'm sure of it. I went in the shop, Stuart, which I was going to pay normal shop prices, which I do sometimes. That's what I was going to do tonight. So I went in this shop in Southborough. I said, can I have 30 grams of gold leaf? He said, a foreign geezer. He said, I've only got 50s. And I went, oh no, I only want 30. And then he said it's £19 for 50 grams. And that's when I thought, I'll have some of that. So I got one off him. And it's actually Golden Virginia, which actually cost more than the gold leaf. So, yeah. If I went down the paper shop down here, that'd cost you like 29 quid or something ridiculous. But he had it under the counter. So I'm going to have to make a mental note of where that geezer is. And see if he'll do me a box of them. Obviously, he's having it away, because it's all foreign at duty free. But good luck to him. Yeah, I thought there was a bit of a result as well. I thought, what? I thought I've had a right touch here. I come out and I thought, when he said £19 right for 50 grams, I thought, well, in my village shop, I'm paying 23 quid for fucking 30 grams. So I thought I'll add that. Over 30 quid for 50 grams. I thought it would be, Stuart. I just grabbed the packet. I didn't, as soon as he said 50 grams, I just said, yeah, all right, then 19 quid. I said, I'll have some of that. Got them. I just threw it straight in my bag. I didn't actually look what it was. I just presumed it was gold leaf. But then I've gone out to have a roll up and pulled that out. And I thought, that's Golden Virginia, which is actually more expensive than the gold leaf, isn't it? But yeah, that's quite a result. In fact, I'm going to keep going back there, but buy a couple next time. I didn't know he did it, but talking to the at least you ain't talking to yourself, or you might be. Who knows? It used to be 5 guilders in Holland, €2. How many euros are in a pound? Can someone educate me? What's that in English pounds? Dutchman, any idea? 1200% increase. Yeah, man. That's why people go abroad and bring it in, especially England. He always talks to himself. Keep taking the tablets, bruv. Nah, no. $1 is €1. I don't know what the dollar is to the pound at the minute. I can remember, right, when it was £2 to the dollar. It ain't like that now, though. It's just a little bit over, I think. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I ain't got a clue on how many pounds are in a euro. In fact, I'm quite glad we didn't have euros. We managed to keep out of that. Oh, right. All right, yeah, I got you. About 86p then. 86 pence. Not a good deal then. Not a good exchange rate there. You know, and again, I think everybody's currency is a bit crazy at the moment due to what's going on in the world. The world's lost it. Everyone's gone crazy. The prices have just gone ridiculous, especially for food and stuff. Crazy prices over here. And it don't look like they ever go down, does it? But it's all good. Our government have enough money. They got enough money, man, to make sure everyone's doing all right. It's only because they like to favour it themselves, the old government. Corruptest people on the planet. The biggest criminals are the government, not the people. Yet the government will blame the people when it's the government blowing all our money. You found 20 quid today. Where'd you find that? Bonus. That's what I call a Brucey bonus, man, finding the score. The drummer. Let's get drumming. Anyway, blowing down the road. Go on, mate. That's the result. Did you clock it then straight away? Think, fucking hell, what's that? I would. I wonder how far that'd blown. Germans today. More like, yeah, definitely. What, you actually spotted it in the motor? What, you was driving the motor and you spotted a £20 note flying by? Is that what you're saying? That's mad if it is. I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm going to roll the spliff first. In fact, I'm going to smoke some of these. €17. Still 17 more euros you didn't have though, mate, innit? What, you see two separate £10 notes blowing along and she spotted it? You ought to take her out driving more often, mate. Yeah, I'd turn round as well. I've been like cycling all my life. I found quite a few little bits of treasure and that along the way. Tell you what I had. What did I have last year? I had a really nice socket set, like a really expensive one. I was riding along my local road, and it was all scattered along the road, and I collected it all up. Obviously, a lorry had gone along and lost its toolkit all over the road. Yeah, I collected that up. Collect anything up, man. Where we come from. It's probably the same in Essex. My old man was a bit like that. The Eurotunnel. I wouldn't mind going that. Wouldn't mind going to Belgium. Good job you had your glasses on. Yeah, that come through. I don't know why that come through. Maybe no, I haven't altered settings. Or maybe that's not what word I've got to go in my settings and deactivate it. But yeah, that came through. Everything's came through so far. But I think Lynn is the first one to swear there. Yeah, say something naughty and it'll come up. Or it should do. But no, that's maybe the maybe the algorithm that's built in the program on YouTube must detect that I keep letting it through and it's gone right. We'll just let them through. Oh no, that's been held for review. That one has. Bollocks got through. But shit didn't. But the F word did. Anyway, I'll deactivate that when I come out of here, guys. Just let that through. Strange that shit gets stopped, but the F word don't. You would have thought the F word would have been more offensive than the S word. But either way, guys, it's all good. I've got to go in the settings and turn it off. It's just to stop madheads coming in and just being abusive and that. To be honest, I don't get any abusive people on here. If I did, I'd abuse them back. I voted for Brexit. Yeah, I voted for Brexit. But then if you see what comes into Kent every day through Dover, you'll be voting for Brexit too. Nah, bollocks, that's alright. Hello, Tucker94. How you doing, mate? Where are you? Oh, where are you from? Anyway, welcome along to Tucker there, 94. And he's saying, do you think Bernard killed the Essex boys? Nah, I don't reckon Bernard had it in him. Because he did the off. If you remember rightly, when the Leah Betts, after that, because Bernie give an E to the old Bill, Bernie did the off. I don't think he had big. Bernie's bollocks ain't that big. That's what I think, Tucker. What do you think then, mate? Did I hear about the horses running through London? No? What happened there then, Lynn? Tell me more. You met British people to London, Brexit serious. I just voted out. It was in or out. All I've known is in, so I thought out. Also, I voted for the fishermen of Kent and everything that goes on in Kent, man. It involves France and all them and everything else. Yeah, our pound is so low because of the economic situation. That will creep up in time. But then again, we haven't got a massive manufacturing industry anymore. Technology industries we run mainly now, whereas years ago it would have been construction stuff. Very rain. It looks like it's raining in Kent. I'll tell you what, guys. I'll be glad when the sunshine comes. Hang on, guys. All coming in big and fast. Yesterday, 2 cavalry horses Wow. I'll have to start watching the news and start. I'll have a look at that later. And how did the cavalry horses get out? Hang on, guys. I'm now on to the Dutchman. Plus, yeah, it did make our power buying weaker. It made everything weaker, to be honest, to start with. But it's going to be like that. I think people were prepared to pay who voted. Obviously, because of what's going on in the world, it's got ridiculous. Jamaica. Was it Australia? You think Bernard set them up? At least you don't think Tate was the target? Or Craig, it was Tucker. Could be. Could be, mate. Possibly. Tucker, we will never know, mate. We will never know. That's the bastard thing about it. We won't ever know. I suppose the only people that really know is obviously get people that did it and the ones that are gone. But especially all that's coming out now. I don't believe Craig was the target. But I think the other two could have possibly been. There's so many ways it could have gone. But I guess no one will ever know, man. People will always be speculating like we are now. That's all we're doing. We don't know for a fact, do we? Nobody does. Don't think the old Bill do. But a lot of things are very suspicious about it. Oh. This video, I'll have a look at them later then, Lynn. They were doing training. You'd have thought someone would have kept proper... someone's in trouble there then. I thought they were trained to like... Well, then my granddad was on like a horse in World War One. I like trained to be all right with noise, but I don't know, it might not be nowadays. Yeah, you're right there about the transportation, Dutchman. Shanghai to Paris and back. That'd be a nice trip, wouldn't it? Yeah, you get to see more by rail, don't you? If I was travelling, well, I've travelled around France, and we went by rail. You see a lot more, don't you? You're exactly correct there about maritime and our power. It is indeed. That's one thing I know about, only because my dad was in a submarine and my granddad was in a submarine, and we got new submarines. That's probably about the only thing we've got of any military oomph. And we've got a new aircraft carrier. But to be honest, like I said to my dad years ago, it'll all be about submarines in the future. And it is. Yeah, Stuart, someone would probably get the old boot for that. Imagine if someone had died or it had gone into a little kid. World domination. Everybody wants it. Nobody's got it. Captain Cook, Nelson, Columbus. Yeah. Cook, yeah. Look what they did to him. Crazy. Right. We're at 99% on the battery. And I've been on here 55 minutes. Am I doing any decorating tonight? Yeah, I'm going to finish the wallpapering. And I've got a few little bits and bobs, like bits of wallpaper that come a little bit unstuck. So just tidying up. And I'm also going to sort them lights out. So far I've put 2 up. But I might put a third different type of light in the corner. Or should I put the same one 3 times? What do you reckon? You've seen them. Like, I've got some other lights, you see, I might put up next to it. I might put a multicoloured light up next to it. Or maybe use them white globes, but take that white light out and put flashing multicoloured lights in it. That's what I'm thinking. And I've also got to put all my specials records together, all my 2-tone together, just so I can see what I've got. And I might write down on paper. I'll do it live anyway later. Well, it's pretty late now, isn't it? What I'm going to be doing is seeing what I paid for them. And then I'll think, well, what am I prepared to take for it? The Ukraine, crazy goings on. Russia are crazy. All crazy. Power hungry. You used to say no, it's got to be matched. Yeah, I could do. I was also thinking about, obviously I'm going to have 3 power cables, isn't I, coming down now. Maybe seeing if I can power 2 of the lights off of the one's plug. And then maybe the third one, I don't know. I'll have to put that in and put my meter across it, see if it even works like that. Because then what I can do is where they're up on the wall, I can just have one cable coming down and the other 2 cables just going through into it, if you get me. But I don't know whether... I don't know whether there's enough juice coming out there. It should be, yeah, there'd be enough amps. Yeah, that's what I mean, Stuart. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just make it so all the power goes to all of them instead of one. Why can't we all be friends? You know that, mate. You know that the world would be a lot of a better place. But no one will ever learn. In hundreds of years' time, when we're all long gone, they'll still be at it. Got no wind here tonight in Kent. Very still evening. Roll on the summer, man. Free railway lines. Not Wuhan or anywhere like that. You tell me, where does it go through? I wouldn't mind doing a long trip like that, but... The Ukraine. Crazy. The world has gone insane, definitely. Anyway, guys, I think what I ought to do is put this phone there in a minute. I just roll up a spliff. Where's my Rizzlers? 100% charged. Can't go with that. Quite, he must be getting that cheap then. To be selling to me that cheap. Silver ones tonight. Make it a fat one. No, not too fat. I'll be asleep. Just get some more paraffin tomorrow. A little bit left in there, and I've got another one of these with a little bit more in. Saving loads of money. That heats the whole room up in about 30 seconds. Lightweight, yeah. What's the time anyway? 7:30. Could even contemplate an early night tonight. Saw that walking in Tunbridge Wells that's done it, carrying them LPs. Got a nice cup of tea. PG tips. Hang on, guys, I'll answer you in a minute. I'm just doing this. The Baltic. Crazy, isn't it? It's crazy when you look at the big picture there. Just imagine what this planet's going to be like in like 200 years' time. I think even one day the planet might even end, as people know it. Everyone's lost it. Strip that behind me. I've got to at some point. I've got a steamer to do it. This is either going to be my bedroom or my office. I haven't decided yet. That's what's next. That's what room's next. After I sort out on the landing there, it's one of these rooms. Probably going to be whatever's going to be my bedroom. The room that side. This is the smallest room in the house. I might have this for my bedroom and then have that next door as like my office, because I've got like a laser printer and all that, and computer. And I might even have some tools in there as well, because I've got lots. My dad was an engineer and he left me all his tools. An electrical engineer. Hang on, guys, I'll catch up in a minute. My mate's got some nice weed again. He said it's the same batch, but I just sent him a message saying, now this is a bit stronger. Where's my little radio? High frequency radio, this one.
Welcome, frequency mode.
Mobile. G4J ED mobile calling CQ and standing by for any call.
The drums. This girl up my road put it outside her house. She's throwing it away. Anyway, guys, I'll be back later if anyone's about. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to quickly make a cup of tea.